Hello, everybody. We're playing Eternal City today. We're back. I'm Corey. That's Howard over there, that way. Below me is Tarek, and Crystal. She's the last one. She's kind of quarter to me. It's harder to describe where she is, but you know where she is.
She's about
the
3 feet
bottom
from
right.
We have
or 3 feet to your left.
About, yeah.
Oh no! It says the stream is.
If I lean
okay,
over
the
a little,
stream's
you
back.
can see my fingertips.
Yay, fingertips.
I'm sorry.
And your hair. Mostly the hair, but also the fingertips.
We're having problems with our streaming right now. I'm getting red and X's on my streams. It started getting all sorts of wacky. What can I do?
Every time I blink, I look like I have crazy eyes on your stream.
What can I do to solve this problem?
I mean, I don't have many other options.
Okay, we're gonna stop the
Blame
stream.
something, that's my
I'm gonna
best
try
blame.
and downgrade the quality here
That
and
is
see if
correct.
I can't. Oh wait, we're back to yellow, red, yellow, green. Okay, we're in the green.
Oh, wait. We did something wrong.
Did I do
No,
something
shut up,
wrong?
Tarek. We have to get him while it's green.
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather.
Hard to say, isn't it? So apparently we're
Red
back.
leather, yellow leather, red
All right.
leather. Wow, that is hard to say.
We're back.
There. Now we're good.
The stream is good. The stream is solid. Okay, and KMJH is with us in the comments.
KMJH?
Wow, you
Hey,
found
long time no
us.
see. It's been a really long time, KJMGAH. XLMP.
Long
Well,
enough
but
that I've lost
that's
count of
mostly
how many
Corey's
weeks
fault.
it's been.
Oh, he saw all the way to the end of the L5R thing. Congrats, man. You're a champ for that. It was pretty epic. I stabbed a lady in the head a bunch. It was great.
This is Eternal City. We haven't played this in such a long time.
What's it been, like 6 weeks?
Yeah, it's been a semester. It's been a semester of school. And unfortunately, we ended right in the middle of an investigation, so these guys are probably not going to remember everything that happened. But
I don't remember much.
I gave them a refresher off screen, so we're going to hope we're going to be able to do this well. This
I
is
distinctly
D&D.
remember solving the plot.
I distinctly remember not solving the plot.
And I just
Well,
think
my notes are different.
So I think you guys are just streets behind.
My notes are different.
So here's the thing.
Oh, crap. Now that you mention
D&D
it, I do have a bunch of notes.
Oh, good. Well, look at that. You have notes.
I honestly looked at my notes and I can't find them. All I can find is stuff about Numenera. I really have no idea where my notes are.
Lunar Hammer. I
Why do you
write them on the
put
character
Numenera
sheet. So
stuff
I have
on
the Lunar
there?
Hammer, the Modrons, the Chief Workers of the Primordial Primus. Ignatius is a were-rat. I wrote that. Magic Item could be connected to the events we have been.
Wait. So we don't know if this person is a were-rat? That's just a thing you decided to put in your notes?
I definitely said he is a were-rat.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that is true or not. I could have just written that down and been like,
Because I don't
But
remember a were-rat.
This isn't where we are right now. We're doing an investigation into what happened to
Tiberius.
Antius,
Lotharius?
the gladiator.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have a bunch of stuff on the Gladiator, which is sad.
So,
I do have a lot of detailed notes about Modron, though.
But we were getting silver to possibly kill the possible were-rat. Is it possible to find a were-cat?
you'd have to
I like where
search.
you're thinking.
Ooh, perhaps like a were panther.
Are you
That would
trying?
be cool.
Are you trying to find like Dame Judi Dench and Cats that's coming out soon? Is this what's happening? Is
We're tying it together. It's a.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I know who James Duty
Jame Duty Vench.
red leather, yellow leather, red leather.
have you not seen the trailers for Cats at all?
No.
Oh, good. Well then,
Well, okay. Unlike Star Wars, which I avoid because I don't want spoilers, I could care less about cats.
I thought he was going for a Tom and Jerry thing there, but I could have been mistaken.
Yeah, no, I was saying we should get like a were-cat thing to eat the were-rat thing. So if that's what you're thinking, that's what I'm
But then
thinking.
we're gonna need something to eat the were-cat.
Were-dogs. I mean, werewolf is the standard.
The rat problem, and he'll bring us like slippers and stuff.
And I think you can pay them with bones.
Probably,
Yeah.
especially the milk bone variety.
Or were rat's bones.
Or just throw a tennis ball and run off.
Shasha.
So D&D doesn't do that well on this channel. We get a few, like, we get a scant amount of views for D&D. So we were thinking after we finish off this adventure, we'll do the adventure to its completion, and after that we'll do something new, maybe something that people like more, unless views pick up for some reason, unless some people out there go no, especially our fans. If you're a patron and you want to see more Eternal City, we'll do that because you pay for this.
If you gave us $1, we are gonna pay attention.
Yes, I will dance for $1.
He has. I've seen it. I don't want to tell you where I had to put that $1.
Speaking of which, our patron squires are KMJH, thank you very much, Necrosis, and Amazon She. Thank you for all your support. If you want to support us, go to patreon.com/deadunicorn. There you can also find some cool free adventures for Dungeons & Dragons and Legend of the Five Rings. You don't have to pay for them. They're there free of charge because that's just how gracious and magnanimous I am. Okay. We're moving on to the actual game. Blah, game, blah, this cat on keyboard. Got it. Okay, that's the chat log.
I'm curious. I want to log into this chat log.
He's looking at the Roll20.
I'm looking at the Roll20 chat log on that side of the screen. Right
the
over there.
link was still visible, and I was in a rush, so I panicked and just went with it.
Well, thank you for that. Guys, we have, you guys are in the auxiliary coliseum where all of the gladiators stay. Y'all are investigating this thing. You're there, and go.
So we just found out about the basically the lies that we were told by the illusionists. Maybe we should go and question his ass again.
I don't remember what was happening. I took decent notes, but it's been so long that I need more than just a general idea of what happened.
Well, you guys talked to the tiefling priest, and he said he was also the medic, and he said it was natural causes.
Mm-hmm.
You went to go see the chef, and you found a vial in the trash. The chef said he left for a little bit and came back during making
Because he was
breakfast.
talking to somebody about making a special meal. I think that's in my notes.
You went to go see the illusionist. He had a horse. He didn't like the other gladiators. You didn't check out his office, though. You went to go see the owner. The owner seemed to have a lot of magical items and a little disdain for kind of the gladiators that don't make him money or anything. But, yeah. You also talked about the, what was it? The family of Antius and how his family is estranged. But also that he knows some powerful people. And that he wasn't fired, even though he was older, because of the powerful people he knew.
Yes, but Queso's dad dislikes him for helping Queso with something.
Yes, Queso's dad hates Queso because he's a half-elf. Mainly. By the way, it's a drinking game. I'm drinking, so it might get wacky.
You gotta drink something harder than that.
What
Isn't
is-
it pretty?
It's pretty. Look,
It's
look at
like
that color.
hard
A
lemonade.
raspberry lime beer.
That is the girliest beer I've ever heard.
Actually, that sounds fucking delicious. I'm not gonna lie.
It is.
Oh, some girl beers.
I
Look,
wish
man,
we had
you
more
are-
of them.
I don't conform to your gender stereotypes, okay?
That means you're girly. I got you.
Your beer gender
I,
roles.
I was wearing nail polish last week. As a side note here, I was wearing nail
Are
polish
you
last week,
trying to prove me right or wrong?
and one of the ladies I work with was like took revulsion to it and was like, "Why do you do that?" It's like, "Cause I wanted to. Why do you paint your nails?" And she's like, "Cause I'm a girl." And I'm like, "So you don't want to paint your nails? The only reason you do it is because you're a girl?" And she was like, "It was funny."
That is actually pretty funny. I would never do it because it requires time and money to buy the stuff, and
Yeah, it
And then
takes
you
a
can't
while.
do anything
can't
with your
touch
hands
anything,
for like an
yeah.
hour.
yeah, it sounds really lame. And also, it stinks. Doing
I-
it stinks.
I habitually bite my nails, and when I was younger, my mom had the bright idea of trying to wean me off of biting my nails by painting my nails so that they would taste disgusting. And I still did it. In fact, I would gnaw the paint off of my nails like this.
You know, my wife said that her mom used jalapeno juice on her thumb to keep her from sucking it, and she learned to love spicy food.
Mm.
Yeah, I was gonna say my parents tried that, but my grandparents were like super into making like growing chile piquins and like all kinds of jalapenos and peppers and putting it all over their food. So I was already like pretty hype on the spice wagon.
Hey, say jalapeno again.
Jalapeno,
Why is it sexy when you say it? That's weird.
because I grew up
Jalapeno?
Latin.
No, sorry, Crystal. It's
Have
only
that
sexy when he says it.
Latino heat.
Bring that heat, sir.
So going back to the game, there's also Urze, the gold dragonborn, who's missing a few teeth, and she's in a jail cell for being
We talked to her.
bad, trying to escape.
And, I remember we talked to her and she was like ready to get the fuck out of this place.
Yeah, she don't want to be here.
She tried. That's why she's locked up, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mind you, all of these people are here mostly because they're debtors. And either they can go to debtor prison or they can work it off in the gladiatorial arena.
So what
And,
we've learned is this society sucks balls.
well, they don't have
And then
slavery.
there's
It's more like indentured servitude, which is also terrible. but-
Anshar,
Which
who
is
enjoys
slavery, but it sounds better.
What were you saying, Crystal?
Anshar enjoys it so much that he doesn't want to leave even though his debt is paid off.
Yes.
Oh yeah, but he likes the glamour. He likes the
Yeah,
the, like,
He
fame and
wants to be famous.
the roar of the crowds. Isn't he the one that was also being trained by the dude who died?
They all were.
They all were, yeah. That was the main
He's
trainer.
the one who really likes the energy potions.
Yes,
Oh,
he's
the one
addicted
who
to
likes
energy potions.
Yeah, he's the kind of addict guy. Oh yeah, we went to the guy's. Now I remember. We went to his We went back and talked to the doctor, and we saw that he had a whole area where he made these potions, and he was like, I don't even pay attention to how many there are in this room. So that yeah, it could have been somebody totally could have stole them.
Yep.
That's what made us super suspicious of illusionist guy. We went to the illusionist room. There was like a doorway in the back of his room, or his like office, and
Yeah, y'all really didn't explore that very much because there was like a desk in there and stuff too.
yeah, maybe we should go back there. Because I just
I
remember
suppose.
having like a super high suspicion level for the illusionist guy.
I don't have a good lead on what's
Yeah,
due
there's
next, so that works.
back room where he probably has something related to the job, but might also have other stuff.
Look, oh yeah, that's what it was. We couldn't get into that room, so we were looking about buying a thieves kit. Remember? Someone was talking about.
Oh yes, we did. Yes, it sounds familiar.
and we were gonna like pool money together to try to buy a thieves kit.
These things you say, I think they
we
happened
already
earlier
did that?
this day.
Oh yeah. It had
Yeah,
that much
we
to do.
already got thieves' tools.
Okay, cool. So then let's
Oh,
yeah.
before
definitely,
we
let's
started
go back into
this.
that room and check shit out.
Okay.
And that makes you
Sneaky,
look at my
sneaky.
character sheet. Did I buy thieves' tools or did just
No, we
Her.
both did, I think.
I don't know. Oh, I did. Right next to my queso figure.
I do not have thieves.
Oh,
kit.
I have an action figure. Look. I pull out my action figure, wave it around. Move his little arms about.
Like 5
my
points of
imaginary bad
articulation.
I do not have thieves tools, but I do have a wine skin that I will totally pop out, drink some wine from.
Here we go. Let me get my queso action figure. I assume he looks exactly like this.
Oh, handsome!
He even uses those hand claws.
I'm sure. Wouldn't you? I mean, if you had them.
And if I was a gladiator, hell yeah.
Hey, he's
And I barely touched him, and I immediately lost a claw.
well.
Wait,
Oh
Is
no,
that
he's
Vega
so
from Street Fighter?
fragile.
Look, man, he's the best at what he does.
it is Vega from Street Fighter.
You are really blind.
Even
Tarek,
tiny and blurry, you can tell who that is.
Tarek, he's the best at what he does. Bub.
Yeah, Vega from Street Fighter.
Yeah, exactly. Now you're just
Oh.
trolling us.
Taking the helmet off helps not at all.
Oh my god! It's
Wolverine.
it's Negavine.
Wait, you looked at that? And went, oh, obviously that's Wolverine. That helped you.
Totally solved it. That's Logan. Right there.
Because he's black.
Exactly.
I have to find that claw.
Okay,
That is
to
mine.
the illusion shed.
Yeah. Delusion shit.
So you go to this room with all of these. It's like a warehouse area, and there's these shelves with all sorts of weird gizmos and whatnots on the shelves that they use for props and special effects. There's gels for lights and all sorts of things like that. Big, like, bold mirrors that you can put a candle in. Actually, several candles, so you can make a big bright light that shines like a spotlight.
I look around. Does it look like it's been used recently? And is there anybody currently inside of this room?
There is nobody in this room that you can see, other than the people with you.
There's a desk, right?
Yes.
I would like to check the desktop and drawers.
Okay. Do you have the password? I mean, make a search check. It's gonna be investigation.
While she's doing that, I'm going to put my ear to the doors to make sure nobody's walking in on us.
Okay. Investigation of 10. There's a bunch of files for things like
Hey
checklists.
guys, look, papers.
Yeah, there's checklists of things he needs for what production, whatnot. There's letters from the boss and memos and things of that nature.
I'm a very fastidious person and very good at investigation. I will go ahead and take a look through the desk as well.
It gets kind of boring for you. You kind of give up. Go ahead, investigate.
Don't worry, I'm a nerd. Very nerdy.
All right. You decide to
my
take
glasses
more of a
and get-
look at these letters. And you pull out a letter that is you find several letters that's correspondence with a guy who has been trying to get in to become a trainer here, but he's been turned down.
Because they already have one.
And you find a letter where it said, if you can find a way for me to get this job, I will make it worth your while.
What's the name of the individual? Can I
Make
I
a dexterity
recognize the
check.
name? Dexterity?
A dexterity
Oh.
saving throw.
Okie dokie.
Uh-oh.
I get bonuses to this. Give me one moment.
He found the trap
You should be able to just
the
click it.
hard way.
Oh, this is at disadvantage.
Oh,
Oh,
is
it's
this an
a trap.
acrobatics check? That's what it is.
Yeah, make a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
At disadvantage, okay.
It's saving throw. Well,
4.
the piece of paper it slides straight out of your fingers and
Gives you a paper
floats
cut.
floats up to the rafters.
It's like magic paper.
I harumph frustratedly, and I put my hands together and rub them and reach my hand up toward the rafters. And
It's pretty
focus.
high up and it's dark up there.
Cool.
I'm gonna
I
make
have
a-
mage hand.
I'm gonna.
Is it within 30 feet?
Can't you see in the dark?
I also can see in the dark.
Well, I'm gonna make a stealth check. So you're gonna have to make a.
Oh, the paper is making a stealth check.
A perception check?
Yeah,
Or-
a perception check.
It just folded itself into like a little dude, and he's running away from you.
Doesn't it have to like be self-aware in order to stealth?
I feel like there's an illusionist who's hiding himself and trying to get away.
I stay by the door and keep listening to make sure that no one is approaching us while y'all are doing this.
Unfortunately,
was
I rolled a
actually really
20.
close.
I rolled really well. I rolled a 24.
Do I have anything that could help me out in this? I don't think so.
Oh, and
Cheating always helps.
Oh yes, that is a good point. It makes everything better. Nope.
With Regulus like rubbing his hands and sticking them up, I'm like, what are you doing?
The paper slipped out of my hands, which is quite peculiar, but I can just almost make it up on the rafters, and if I focus, I might be able to draw it back down.
you can climb up a shelf if you want.
How is it within 30 feet?
Is what within 30 feet?
The rafter?
Yeah.
Okay, I cast Mage Hand.
Okay, you have a spectral floating hand.
I send the floating hand up toward the where I last saw the paper, and I'll start climbing up to get a vantage point on
There
it.
is now a floating hand up towards the ceiling, and you're gonna climb up the shelves.
Yeah.
Make an athletics roll.
I'm just picturing this like disembodied hand going along the rafter, like, "Where are you, you son of a?"
Yeah, exactly.
Crystal.
I'm gonna
Oh, wait.
cast light
Wait, I'm so dumb.
on the, I guess not the bookshelf, but I'll just cast it on my necklace so that there's more light in here.
Okay.
That's good. That's a good idea because I don't have light. But I do, like a dummy, I forgot. I do have a birdo. And my birdo has keen senses. And will go and fly up and try to grab the paper. I tell it, go get me that paper.
Okay. It
It's
can
up
make
around this area, and I'll point to it with the hand.
It can make a perception check to try and find it.
Okie dokie. I don't know how to roll on this. Oh, I can just do this. Okay, but I don't know how to do. It gets advantage on all perception checks.
It does.
So I'll just roll it
Birds
twice.
aren't
Here you
very good at rolling.
No, it does 2 rolls automatically.
go. Oh, it does 2 rolls automatically. Okay,
Yes.
well, great. So that first one, 18.
Oh. Does not beat a 24.
It does not.
So, here's the thing. Is anybody? Tarek, you're gonna have to make an athletics roll to get up there. If you're climbing up towards the rafters.
Can I
Crystal, is
be
there?
more acrobatic?
Nope.
Okay, well, suck. All right, well, this is going to be hilarious. Because I am very clumsy
Crystal,
when
is
it
there
comes
anything
to
you're doing
strictly
while this is
taking
happening?
tasks. Boop.
Good luck. I'm gonna try this door.
Okay.
Told
Tarek,
you, hilarious.
Regulus starts climbing up the shelf, and the shelf is wobbling
Oh,
and
you have a
moving,
-1 on that?
and then the shelf falls over on top of him, and he's trapped underneath the shelf. And you'll
I'm
take
gonna need to make a
you'll take a
wisdom
point of
save,
damage.
or I'm gonna laugh my ass off super loud.
What is Elven for shit? Say that.
So
Yeah.
So, during all this confusion, Howard, Verbositus can make a perception check at advantage.
oh, cool. I like that a lot. There it is. 18.
Okay, I have to make a new stealth check because I'm on the move.
Too bad I didn't take fairy fire.
Okay, I rolled a 14. All right. During all of this, you see a piece of paper kind of float down and try and get past you out the door.
I'm gonna try and grab it. So is that athletics?
Yeah, we're gonna do a grapple then.
That's athletics is grapple. That's why I asked that.
Okay.
Not because I prefer athletics, because I definitely don't. I'm not any better, sadly,
Strength.
than. Oh, you'll see. 12. It's not as bad as it could have been. 1 to 0.
Saving throws, movement.
No, versus for a grapple, he just makes an acrobatics or athletics and tries to beat my 12.
Okay.
I mean, you can pick whichever one's better for him.
He doesn't have either. It's just going to be dexterity.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's acrobatics basically.
Machen
And he
doesn't
beat
require.
me.
Right.
Well, does he have advantage?
Is he at a
No, he
advantage
doesn't
or
have advantage.
disadvantage, or
He doesn't have anything.
neither? Okay, so just the first roll.
So you snatch the piece of paper. Schnick.
I go.
At that point, it's initiative.
Damn it.
I want everybody to roll initiative.
Alrighty then.
Initiative.
Oh, I was gonna say, let me click on my character, but that's not a thing.
Yeah. We don't really need a map for this.
Yeah, there's no map.
Yeah, whatever. I'm going last.
Oh, it didn't even collect our.
Yep, last.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
Regulus goes at 13. Audrey goes at 16.
I'm a very
And
dexterous.
Verbositus goes at 6. Descending. Alright, Audrey, you're first. But you don't know what's going on. You know, you're up at this door. It doesn't open.
And then you hear a
Well,
thud.
yeah, Regulus just got thumped underneath a bookshelf. And I'm like, oh good, you got the paper. Help me get this off of him.
He has a whole bunch of books on him. I guess he has a lot of paper.
These two, I think I snapped a rib.
Like, oh please, you only took 1 point of damage.
You don't know that for sure.
No, I don't.
He could be dead under there. You don't know.
Okay, Regulus. So you move over to the shelf to help him, or you,
Yeah.
Okay, you go over to help Regulus.
Yes.
You're stuck underneath a bookshelf or a shelf filled with props.
Oh, it's a prop shelf,
It's a
not
prop
a
shelf.
bookshelf.
Yeah, it's a prop shelf.
It wasn't propped up very well, huh?
No, it wasn't.
Oof.
Well, Mayor.
I'll help you if you want to try to push it off you.
Yeah, I'll try to push it off. Is that like another athletics
You're
check?
gonna get a strength check this time, but you have advantage because you have aid from
Assistance!
a halfling.
Yay! Bloop. Oh, yay!
Oh,
That looks good.
you push it off as much and you can wiggle yourself out and you're free.
Yay! I will do like a little somersault and then land on my feet and no permanent wounds. And that's my
Yet.
turn. Yeah.
Hold on, our thing went black. I hate it when that happens.
Oh no.
Why do you hate black? Just saying.
Well, that's the color the screen turns when nothing's playing. You know, some programs turn white, this one turns black.
Alright, we're back. There we are. Don't know what happened there, but hey, we're back.
Good shout out though, KM.
Yeah, thanks, Cam. Why is this not... Ah, there we go.
I think we need to give him is KMJH, right? We
Yep.
can just be calling him like Kimja, Kimja. KMJ. More of a name, less of the letters.
Yeah, what should we call? What would you prefer us to call you, KM?
Kimja.
Kimja 386.
Verbositus. You're going to be
Yes.
attacked with...
Ah!
Yeah. This is at advantage?
Oh wow. Those
Well, I
dice
think
are
I
tiny.
missed even with advantage.
Juvie.
11 misses.
All right.
Yeah.
Bite and beast form.
I'm not completely decrepit. 11 misses.
So, this, like, tiny demon suddenly appears and lashes out with a claw at you, but you're able to deflect it off your armor.
Okay. Oh. That was unexpected. And adorable. And I point at the little demon. That make it my turn?
Yes.
Well, as long as I'm pointing at the little demon, might as well, like hit it within, let's see. Oh, you know what? I feel like I just vicious mockeried it, so we're gonna do that.
All right.
Oh, wasn't that cute?
So there you go. I think he just makes a save. So I can hear you.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom saving throw.
All right. I'll do that. I rolled a 2, so he
Boom!
fails.
D4 psychic damage. And
Yes, you will take
disadvantage
that.
on the next attack roll it makes.
As far as it knows, I didn't actually cast any magic. It just gets a headache. For a full 2 points of damage.
Hey, Crystal.
2
Take
points of
that.
damage. Got
Yeah.
Are you sitting in a rocking chair?
No.
Oh.
it. She's sitting in
Why,
a
is she
chair
rocking
that
back
is
and forth
rocking.
or something?
That's all I
You just-
need.
You just shattered all my hopes and dreams.
Audrey.
I used to have a rocking chair, but it got left in Texas when I moved.
Oh.
So this thing is visible now, huh?
Yep. By the way,
And it's
KM,
going like this. Oh, brain freeze.
KM says he likes to be called Juvie. We're going to call him Juvie,
Juvie.
from now on.
You say juvie?
Yep.
Okay.
As in juvenile hall. I guess.
Well, it's
I don't know. I didn't go there. You were the bad kid.
So
J-U-V-I.
bad.
It might be Hoovy.
Hoovie.
Hoovy.
I'm
That's true. We
going
don't want to
to
assume a nationality there.
draw my short sword and go up to the tiny creature and stab.
All right.
23.
That will hit it.
Nice.
That's a lot
For
more
8
damage.
damage.
Does it have any resistances? Okay. All right. Regulus.
Okay, I see a little demon jerk over there. And I will have my bird fly over and give it a hassling while I walk up and I try to stab it with a booming blade.
Okay.
Oh, this is on advantage. Yep, good. Boop. Split out. Oh, I crit the little
crit.
bastard.
Nice.
No, you don't. You don't have
Yeah, I do.
advantage.
I do have advantage. I had my bird give aid.
Birdie's
Oh,
helping.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Distract,
Well done, sir.
distract.
That'll work, yeah.
So it did 13 points of piercing damage, which is a lot.
Right. It gets hurt. And it basically bursts into fire and is gone.
Do you have that? Do you have the page?
Do I have what page?
No, I'm talking to
Verbositus.
Verbositus.
Oh.
Oh, I'm holding it in my hand. Like,
do
up in front of me.
That might be all the
Yes.
proof that we need. Indeed, look at it. It details. It's an ongoing exchange. It's part of an ongoing exchange where the illusionist and some individual was seeking to become the trainer of all of the gladiators here. They worked out some kind of arrangement where if the previous employee was disposed of and a position had opened up, he would be paid handsomely for facilitating his employment.
I open the page up and look it over. Interesting. Well, you discovered this. Totally fair, and I passed to Regulus. You be the one to take care of it. Careful, it moves around, although that may have been the demon's doing.
I wonder if the demon informed its master, or if he's here somewhere, hidden. I look around suspiciously.
I do not know how to look for that.
Detect magic.
Okay.
I have detect magic. I'll use a level 1 spell for this.
No, wait. If I can tell what you're doing.
Yeah,
I wish I
detect magic.
I think I can do that for free without wasting any.
Oh, well then.
Without wasting spell slots? You have it as a
Yes.
ritual or what?
I have a thing.
Or
We'll see
oh,
my
a thing.
It technically is a ritual. I could technically cast it as a ritual.
But that would take time.
Yeah,
I did not
It's what,
think of that.
11
Yeah,
minutes.
it would take like.
No, I have Eldritch Sight, which is my Warlock invocation that lets me cast Detect Magic at will with no spell slots consumed.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's even better than me
Neato.
casting it as a ritual because it only takes you 1 action rather than 11 minutes. of me,
Right,
like-
that's why I was like, wait. I have like one superpower that's super awesome. Let me use that a lot. I remember now that back in the last time we played, I annoyed Corey with this a lot.
You did.
Looking at things.
I got annoyed. All right, you look around the room and don't detect anything magical, except for behind that locked door.
I was gonna say, what about behind the door?
Oh, I think you have to
The
have.
magic is that way.
I thought that might be.
But then again, you did this last time you were here, and the magic was behind that door last time. So,
Okay, that makes sense.
It's just where they store it.
I'm gonna try to open it.
but if you're worried about the guy leaving or getting a message from the demon, you know he was with the horse.
I am also talented with thieves' tools, so I'm going to, as she's picking the lock, stand next to her and be like, "No, move it slightly to the left, slightly to the right. Now you just will have to just move it like this, and then push here, and I will aid her with my backseat driving of how to pick the lock, so she will hate me but have advantage."
All right.
Don't
Roll
hate you,
to
I'm
open
slightly
the lock.
annoyed.
With advantage. 18.
18 does not open this lock.
Oh, it's not what I said to do. You're terrible at this.
Fine, if
This
you're
place
so
is
great.
thinking about you.
I am quite great, and I'm also not a woman, so therefore, clearly better.
Don't punch him, Audrey. Don't punch him.
Would you like me to show you how it's done? Do we have the time? Just continue to sit here.
I stuffed the paper inside of my jacket.
Okay.
All right. So, however many minutes later,
Go
after
ahead.
she has attempted to pick it, I'll waste an equal amount attempting to pick it. I don't think she's going to be aiding me because she's probably really mad at me by now.
Okay.
So make sure I don't have advantage on or anything. All right, good to go. Here we go. It's not rolling. Where's the?
I heard a bloop.
Oh, there's the button. Found it.
Oh, he gets a 20.
Oh, there you
Of course I
go.
do. I told you I knew how to do it.
After a certain amount of time, you finally get the lock open. You get all the tumblers pinned up, and the door clicks open.
And now you have been schooled. And out of character, I'm so sorry it worked out that way, but I'm also really happy it worked out that way because it's really funny to me.
It is.
Because I know my character's a prick, and I don't like pricks as a real person. So I don't actually want me to win.
For someone with high charisma, you're awfully annoying.
It's just that I have so much confidence that I belittle you to the point that you think I might actually be better than you.
All right. In here is a closet. There are some shelves in here with some wands, some jewelry, some maybe potions, vials of stuff.
Eldridge Sight. Sorry, Corey.
Yeah, it's magic.
I mean, it's still going, right?
It's magic.
I
I can
don't
turn
know.
it back on at will. It doesn't matter.
It's magic.
So you can just
Yeah, I
Always
point to all the
see
magic
magic.
things. This one's magic, this one's magic, this one's magic. This is a bottle of probably water or acid, neither of which is magic, and they look alike.
well, you probably shouldn't be drinking unlabeled liquids in
Absolutely.
any
This
case.
is why I drink alcohol. It's usually well labeled.
Somebody say drinking alcohol? They say as I'm drinking out of my wineskin.
Some of the vials have little locks on top of them.
Weird.
I do point out at everything that is magic for everyone, and if I can tell the school of magic, which it says if there is an obvious one, I can tell it, I will tell both of them what the school of magic associated with it is.
Okay.
I share all the info that I have, but I still do it in that condescending, annoying way.
I wish, like, these magical items had schools of magic associated with them. It doesn't say.
It's up to you. I mean, stuff that's obvious, like if it's a fireball, that's evocation. If it's not that, then I don't know.
I don't know.
Because I don't know.
This is a potion of embiggening.
Like, I
only
just don't know.
Embiggening would be transmutation.
Yes, it would be.
I just don't know what these would be sometimes. So, lots of illusion stuff. There's some illusion magic, definitely.
Well, those I can
Well, that
identify.
makes sense.
Point out.
This vial, I have
Anything that
no
can
idea.
identify. If I can't, it's fine. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I'm just saying that.
I say we should collect all of them as evidence.
Everything.
In the game that I run on Sundays, I learned that real quick that this is a super annoying spell, detect magic. So whenever I created magic items in between games, as I'm writing the next chapter of the game, I started having to look through the book and going, what school would this be? How would this work? Because I know they're going to ask and look at me like I'm an a-hole for not knowing.
Yeah.
But now I'm not the
You'd
a-hole.
think they'd
That's your
write the
job.
Dungeon Master guide. They write, wondrous item, legendary. You think under it they would write the school, right?
Yeah, they
Nope,
would.
never.
They're like up to GM interpretation.
Yeah, so
All right, well let's.
there's some transmutation, there's some illusion, stuff like that. Like, there's really no necromancy here at all. Like, what are the schools?
That's good news.
Arcane traditions, abjuration.
Maybe
Abjuration, conjuration, divination, enchantment, evocation, illusion, necromancy,
No
and
abjuration.
transmutation.
No conjuration. No divination. There's enchantment, some evocation, some transmutation, illusion. That's it.
are healing spells technically
So-
just divine magic?
Or what
what?
Don't have a
spells?
school.
What are you saying?
No, they're not. Divine is not. They have a school. Divine is not a school.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Every divine spell also has a school that's associated with them.
Well, that's what I was saying. I don't know what healing is. Is healing like transmutation?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up,
Let's
and I don't have the
see.
book open in front of me. It's
Fair.
in
Yeah,
my trunk of
transmutation.
my car.
I mean, transmutation would make the most sense in my mind, but
Mm-hmm.
I could also figure necromancy might work too. All right. Well, like I said, let's gather up all that stuff as evidence, and if it's not evidence, then we'll just sell it off and use it as a investigatory fund.
Okay. Remember, if you get caught stealing all this stuff, you're criminals.
That's a good
Yeah.
Evocation. Heal is an evocation spell,
Oh wow.
Mending
and
is
that was using this really weird
transmutation.
site called Roll20.net.
Doesn't
Oh, but
sound
Cure
trustworthy.
Wounds is under evocation.
I said evocation.
Oh, duh. Mending isn't healing for people, it's healing for items.
All right, let's go confront this dude.
Okay. Where do you go?
Stables.
All right,
Was
you
the
go
last
to the
place we saw.
stables. You walk in. There's nobody there. The horse stall is empty.
Wait, there's no horses either?
There are some horses here. They're just not your horses.
Oh no, I said I meant his horse, like the
Oh
horse.
yeah,
that
it's
we-
gone. 100%
Gone.
gone. He's gone.
Let's go talk to the boss man here. He was
Boss
in
or
with us.
queso?
No.
I mean,
the
I guess both.
well, remember the boss said that we could do a more thorough investigation if we had proof that he wasn't dead by his own cause.
I
He would help.
Oh, yeah.
think what the boss said was we could check in the box if we had proof that something we needed was in the box.
Yes, and we have that paper that I gave you, so that's proof of something.
Either way, we should probably warn the guy who runs this place that his illusionist is potentially a murderer.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, you go see the guy. You...
If anyone asked, by the way, I distinctly remember that door being open when we were attacked by a demon.
No, you spent like 10 minutes opening it up.
I kicked you in the shin.
Ow! No, that shelf really did a number on me, and I don't need more scuffs on my pants anymore.
Well, then you should shut the hell up.
Right.
And I understand wanting to keep your clothing clean.
Okay, you go see Spurious, the
Spurious.
arena owner. And he's out giving a little pep talk to the gladiators. And after he's done, you can get in, kind of walk on up. You're still here, huh?
Indeed. Have you seen your illusionist?
He's probably preparing for the next show.
And would you know for sure if you had seen your illusionist?
I look at you with like wide eyes and like, oh shit, kind of face on.
Yes.
He could be.
I turn on my Eldridge sight just to make sure.
Your illusionist.
Yeah, it's the guy. It's the owner.
Your illusionist may be a murderer.
Really?
Indeed.
And how did you come upon this idea?
I reach into my coat and I pull out the note and I go, during the course of our investigations, we uncovered that he had a long chain of letters between himself and another individual named within this document, and I will hand it over to him. Seems as though he was angling for a payday by getting rid of the previous trainer who was employed here.
Yeah, I did hire this guy.
Looks like he just now got a large sum of money, which he used to purchase a horse
And maybe
and leave.
fleeing.
Also, we were attacked. I feel that should be mentioned.
He
Indeed,
attacked
did own
you?
it. He had a
Some
demon
little
of some
demon
variety.
creature.
What little demon creature? What are you talking about?
There was a little demon creature. that-
What? How did you know the demon was little?
You just said a little demon creature.
Yeah.
I did indeed say little.
Okay, honestly, I thought Corey said the word little first. And I was like, what the hell?
They're in it together.
Where is it now?
It burst into flames and dissipated into the ether.
Right.
We slew it because that's what you do with demons, is it not? Says the tiefling.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
You could be infernal and not abyssal.
You are correct, sir. I appreciate your understanding of different races. Races? Yellow leather.
Species?
Yellow
Guard,
leather, demon
come
leather.
here.
Yellow leather, demon leather.
One of the guards walks up. He says, both of you, come here. Both of the guards come over. You, go find Elenu. Go find him, bring him here. You, stay next to me. There might be a demon around here, I don't know. The guy's like, a demon? He's like, what, are you afraid of it? No, sir. Stiffens up.
Should one of us go with your man? I volunteer. I have the sight. I will go with that guy to go get Alanu.
Yes,
Okay.
you'll be able to see him.
That's my hope.
He turns to the rest of you and says, show me where this demon was. And
Follow
where the
me.
rest of these letters are. I want to see them.
Indeed.
Sure thing.
I'll walk him over to the illusionist's room.
Okay, you go to the illusionist room. He says, he looks around, he's like, I don't see any demon. Everything's knocked over.
Yeah.
Well, we did have a fight in here.
It was a bit of a struggle. As soon as I located the letter from the desk over here, where all the papers are,
He waddles over to the desk and starts looking through the papers.
the paper seemed to pull itself out of my hands and float up to the top of the rafters. And upon further investigation, I attempted to go on to investigate further and happened to climb up the prop shelf in order to retrieve the letter. The shelf fell over on top of me, and well, the demon revealed itself. Our friend Verbositus was able to notice it before it managed to escape, and we all descended upon it like a bunch of savages.
Right.
I was able to land a killing blow on it, and it dissipated into nothingness. It might have indeed been some sort of familiar or
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. Just spitballing here.
Yeah, it's a familiar. A demon familiar called a Quasit that can telepathically talk to its owner.
Ah,
Makes sense.
It was aware. He was aware. He was aware that we did this. It was a Quasit. It was a familiar that he had summoned and was probably in communication with. So he knew that we found his incriminating evidence.
Wait, I have a question. With his successful Arcana check, can he know the Quasit would most likely belong to a warlock and not a regular wizard?
A Quasit can belong to any spellcaster that can have a familiar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought only warlocks could have the more advanced ones.
It just means that he was a higher level than me for sure. Because all I can do is
Just looked in the monster manual and says you can make it a familiar.
We're only
Yeah,
level 2.
Okay. Cool.
I don't think I can
I'll
get
shut
up Quasit.
So he also says he looks over to the open door and he says, what happened to everything that was in here?
We didn't take anything.
Well, I advised my fellow investigators that we should isolate all of his belongings so that he could not use it in further attempted murders. As part of the evidence.
It would have taken us quite a long time to identify each item and its usage.
Okay. Come on back. to
Out
the-
of character, did somebody actually take the stuff?
Why?
I didn't steal anything now.
I know that I told you guys that I wanted you to.
I
don't know
heard
if
you all
actually
say that you were taking it.
Yeah, I did say that we should take it as evidence.
Okay. Did anybody take the stuff?
I didn't.
I did not take a thing. I just
Tarek,
pointed
did you
out to
take it?
everyone and I said that this is magical, and if I knew what school, I said what school it was.
Okay, Tarek, did
I
you take
never
it?
stated that I took a thing.
Because I heard y'all talk about selling it or whatever. I don't know.
Well, I was saying that we should take it as evidence, and that if it's not actual evidence, then we could just,
Okay, if no one took it, then never mind. He just notices the door's open. He walks over and says, "Oh, this door's open. Anybody could take this stuff. This is highly magical." And he closes it, pulls out a key, he locks it up, and says, "This is highly magical stuff that shouldn't be in. Is only used for performances."
I almost wish I was there, so I gave him a hard time about them needing to, lock the doors.
well, it also could be evidence. He may have concocted more of those potions that were used to potentially murder his victim.
So, we're gonna stop y'all there. We're gonna go over to Howard and the guard. The guard takes you back to the stables. And he says, Trat, he's gone.
Eldritch Sight.
You don't see anything magical.
All right. I see nothing magical occurring right now.
How good are you at tracking?
I will look at my character sheet. You and your
Although
hard
the
questions.
streets may very well be paved.
We're gonna have
What
to
is tracking? Is that survival?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's survival.
we're gonna have to get the custodians on this to bring him in. I don't think he'll come back
I
here if he's
am
been found out.
mediocre.
Wait,
I am slightly above average.
the guard turns towards you and says, was he tipped off?
No, not that I'm aware of.
I don't understand why he's not here. Maybe he'll come back.
As y'all hear the loudest.
It's not. It's not like it's a secret we were investigating. That could be a tip.
We also
He might have been
interrogated
spooked.
him at one point.
I'm gonna post some guards to watch to see if he comes back, and if he comes back, we'll close in on him. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to warn the custodians about this.
I'll walk along. I'll point at some different tracks and different possibilities about where he went. But with a 13, I have nothing conclusive about where he definitely went, is my assumption. Unless he rolled like a super crap stealth. Like he was like, no one will suspect that I shuffled sideways out of here. And I'll be like, well, that's a really weird track.
Somebody was crab walking out of here, and that's not normal.
Do we have city crabs?
City crabs are the worst crabs. Ask any prostitute.
Ew.
So he's gonna go talk to some other guards to set up this little dragnet, and then he says, "I have to report back to Spurious." So
I
as-
am sorry that I couldn't be of more aid to you, but I will accompany you back, and I will also keep Eldritch Sight on, just to make sure this guy doesn't get jumped for some reason. Because I'd hate to say I walked off with this guard. When he died, I swear to God I was there.
It would be so fitting for you to get in that situation.
Sadly, it would. That was just why I'm trying to avoid it.
As a tiefling, I promise. Don't look at the. Stop looking at the horns, okay? I get it, but I did not murder him.
I didn't murder him.
I know there's blood all over my shirt, but I held the body when he died.
So as you guys are leaving,
It was not me. It was a one-armed dwarf.
as you guys are leaving the warehouse, Verbositus and that guard, the security guy, comes up. Sir, it appears he fled, or he's out. It depends on if he was tipped off or not.
He definitely knew what was going on.
As I said, our investigation was no secret. We spoke to him amongst many others.
Oh no, that demon was his familiar, and he was in direct contact with that familiar. I'm certain of
Oh, that would have been helpful to know.
I slapped myself in the head, not realizing.
Here, allow me to help, and I also slapped you in the head.
It's
Okay,
funny.
Well,
It's funny because
I did
Regulus, you said straight out, this thing probably is telepathic with the illusionist.
I did. I said it while we were in the scene. I was like, this could be a familiar, and then
You totally did that, and y'all were like, let's pick this lock. And I'm like, okay.
That's why I was standing by the door, because I was like, I really feel like we should run to the stables right now, but okay, let's pick the lock.
So, yeah, because that horse wasn't saddled or anything. Like, y'all would have
He
had time.
took his time. He was like, oh, we're good. I got time. I got the Keystone cops following me.
So, Spurious will take you back to his office. He says, we're setting up a dragnet for this character. And I want to thank you for your help, even though he got away. How did he kill Antius?
Overdose of some sort of drink that is supposed to enhance
Your
performance.
gladiators.
Heart attack.
It would have made his heart beat faster and harder. And with that heart condition, it wouldn't have taken much exertion for him to suffer badly once the potion had worn off.
Well, this information is... I wish this didn't happen. I wish it was just what it was. But I want to thank you for helping me and this organization root out this guy who definitely shouldn't have worked here in the first place. Here's a little token of my appreciation. And now that this is behind us, you can leave and we can take it from here.
We would like to speak with Queso and give him.
Yeah, of
our
course. He
condolences.
hired you. I assumed you do that.
Of course.
So
So he
let's
gives
go
you a
find
little,
him.
He gives you a little bag.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm looking in the bag. I'm curious.
Oh, there's some gold in there.
Yeah.
Well, let us give the bad news, or at least, and hopefully it is in some way comforting to know that it. Well, let's just tell Queso what we found.
All right.
Yes.
You find Queso resting in the the gladiator quarters. There's no slave. The gladiator
Kind of the
quarters.
same thing, really.
Indentured servants' quarters.
He's brushing out his long white hair.
This guy's fancy.
Insurance.
You know,
Hello,
there's a way to braid that so that it'll stay the way you want it during combat. I'll start giving him hair
I
tips.
don't want it braided. No. That will not do. But I see you're back, my courageous contractors. What have you found? Do you have a report for me, or is this a social call?
Of course we have the reports. We are amazing at what we do.
Well, excellent.
Regulus?
So then, you've found a murderer and you've brought him to justice.
Most of that.
Well, we solved the case, which is to say, we know that your trainer was murdered, and that the individual who murdered him used to work here and has now fled the arena.
Sadly, we only killed his demon ally.
Wow, a demon. That
Sounds
sounds amazing.
It was a Quasit. It is
Little demon.
equivalent to a familiar, kind of like my owl here.
Oh. Well,
Yes, your demon owl.
it was a... ah! Stab.
Well, my owl is not a demon. Please don't attack the owl.
It's a horned owl.
But yes, we found some letters that showed that Alinu was contracted by somebody to get rid of Antius so that he could take his place.
Oh, so Alanu was the adversary here. I
Indeed.
never did like that guy.
We also
He
found
didn't
some
like you
letters
either.
between Antius and his family that, well, they may not be comforting for you. Perhaps you could at least pay him back by mending the bridge that was burned between him and his loved ones.
Well, I owe you some money. Unfortunately, he got away. He's not here, is he?
No, he's
not-
No,
dead.
he rode off.
We can work with the custodians of the city and try to bring him to justice. I'm sure he's not going to flee the city. It is a dangerous world outside these walls.
I don't know. I think you'd be a fool not to flee the city at this point.
Well, he is an illusionist. It is quite
Yeah, that's a
possible he
fair
would just
point.
attempt
Yes.
to hide
How would
within
you
the
track down
rabble.
an illusionist?
I have the sight. I just have to know where to look.
There are only so many places he would try to run aground here in the city. Only so many places to hide.
Like where? Do you know where he goes?
He has an ally in the city. That would be my first guess.
Right.
Come with us. Let's go mess this guy up. It could be fun. It's a Saturday. Let's
I
beat
don't
someone
think
to
they
death.
let him leave the arena.
Oh, I thought you were doing it for fun. You're not indentured, are you?
Queso.
Oh,
Yeah, he is.
yeah. I'm very much in debt. I have my father's debt that I'm paying off.
Oh, yes. Well, details are so forgettable. It's like this has been weeks since we last talked.
That doesn't look good for an investigator.
Yeah.
Quiet, woman. You're not important.
Details. I thought I was the drunk.
You are the drunk. I'm the one who doesn't care.
Oh, that's fair.
Well, if you can track him down, by all means. But I'm not... As long as he's gone, and he can't come back or show his face again...
Not his real one.
If he becomes a criminal...
However, if he does show his real one, I suggest peeling it right off.
If he becomes a criminal and is caught, perhaps he'll wind up here in the gladiatorial pits. That would be fun.
Ooh.
Oh,
That
we could
would
get
be
back
fun.
at
I
him.
would pay to watch that. Can you get us good seats? I mean, can you work a deal?
Of course I can. I can get you seats close to the Emperor.
I want to be closer to watching the bad stuff happen. I'm sure the Emperor is great and all. No, I'm actually not. But I would rather see the action.
I can get you seats as close to the action as you like.
There we go. Also, the cook here is not a bad person. I kind of like the food. And then, since I don't have a heart condition, perhaps the next meal could be, spicy.
Salted?
Well, I owe you money. He goes under his bed, he opens up a little box with a key, he pulls out some gold, puts it down in front of you. Here it is. What I owe.
Excellent.
Thank
It's been
you.
a pleasure working with you.
Indeed, it has.
I am only
Okay,
sorry
so-
we couldn't capture Alinu.
If there is anything else that we can do for you in the future, please do not hesitate to reach out to us.
I hope there is no more need for Factorum around here. But if there is, you'll be the first ones I call.
Appreciated.
Well, fare thee well, Queso.
Yes, fair travels.
And I think it's time to go.
So you go. You do that.
Yes, we should report back into the Factotum Guild and then perhaps even see into tracking down this wanted criminal.
Perhaps.
Okay, you have 230 gold
Woo!
total.
Is that counting also the bag I got earlier?
Yeah,
The
that's all of it
little
together.
bag.
Okay.
And
Divided
that's to
3
split
ways.
amongst ourselves.
You can split amongst yourselves, or you can buy your silvered weapons, or whatever you want to do.
It's about 77 gold.
Each.
Yeah, it's 76.6 repeating. Um,
Naturally.
quickly, you pull out a weapon and shatter a piece of gold into 3 equal pieces.
It's basically
Which
76
is actually
gold and-
totally legitimate.
We could just say 76 gold and like 7 silver apiece.
Isn't it weird that like they don't shave gold pieces in Dungeons and Dragons? Just everything's this is 1 gold piece, and it's worth the same as this 1 gold piece. And
Yeah.
no one ever measures gold on scales or anything to make sure it's all there. No one's cutting gold pieces.
Well, maybe they have ridges around the edges.
Like ruffles.
Like quarters.
I'm
Oh, okay. Because, ruffles have ridges. That's what I
I'm
heard.
sure it's just to make, the game simple. So, you don't have to think about all of this stuff that actually happened in medieval times with money.
In Planescape, in the Torment Planescape game that you can get for the PC, there's an item you can find which is a gold piece that has been shaved so many times that it is worthless. And I just found that hilarious. That's a thing that just ends up in your inventory. And because there are these portals that require portal keys, and you never know what a portal key is, because literally a pile of junk turns out to be a portal key, and all these things that I had initially been throwing out of my inventory to make room turned out to be super important to the game. I spent the rest of the game never throwing away anything. So I, at the end of the game, still had the overly shaved piece of gold coin sitting in my inventory because I didn't know I could get rid of it or not.
That's funny.
Yep.
There's stuff like
Oh,
that in Dark
Planescape was
Souls.
annoying.
Dark Souls has a bunch of items that you think might be of some importance, but are literally completely useless, have no value and no use. You can't even sell them.
Well, in order to play the game, to get past the first major area, you had to save things labeled pile of junk. It said junk on it.
In Dark Souls, there's an item like a trinket. So in the beginning of the game, when you're making your character, there's tokens that you can take. Each one has like a special value that'll help you out in the game. Except for one, it sounds mysterious, and the item description makes it seem like it's going to be super important later in the game, but it literally does nothing the entire game. There's no reason to take it. It just screws you over in the beginning of the game.
That's pretty annoying too, but funny.
It's hilarious. I always start with that because it's like, fuck it, I'll take the hard
It's
game.
hard mode.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so I guess we're heading back to the Factotum Guild, or we can go and spend our 86 gold and 6 silver.
76, but I like how you're thinking.
Well, yes, 76. Sorry, I have 86 because I had 10 gold on me. My bad.
I had 8 gold, so that made it 77.
Wow,
but I'm
you
like a
guys
rich
have been
elf guy.
big spenders.
I had to buy Thieves' Tools too. Not that it mattered, because all I did was just backseat drive your Thieves' Tools. Oh wait, no. After you failed, I then got to use mine.
Do we know how expensive silver weapons are?
I was just gonna try to look that stuff up. But also, what counts as a simple weapon?
Silver, not simple.
No, because simple weapons
Oh.
are the type I can use.
Oh, simple weapons are the top of the weapons chart. If you look at the chart, it's like simple weapons, martial weapons. It's like two
Yeah,
very distinct
that's what I'm
things.
looking up right now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is simple weapons is a huge list. It's just the top of it. They're both ranged and melee.
Oh, equipment.
If you can use all simple weapons, that
143.
includes all ranged and melee simple weapons.
So you go into like a
So you
guy
can
that
use a
can,
hand crossbow.
Are you going
like
to a
some
guy
kind
that
of-
does weapons and that kind
Like
of stuff?
a silversmith, yeah, sure.
Okay. You go see a dwarf about some silver weapons. He says, "Yeah, I can make you a weapon that's silvered or silver up a weapon you already have. Silvering costs 100 gold pieces.
And what about silvering for ammunition? For say a bow.
Mm, I can do. Let's see here.
Because I don't have a ranged weapon right now. I was thinking I would get a short bow and some silver arrows.
I have a longbow. Can you use a longbow?
Dart, blowgun, crossbow. It doesn't tell me how much
Where is the
money
stuff?
for how much ammunition.
Oh, yeah.
Case
20 arrows is 1 gold. 50 blowgun needles is a gold. 20 crossbow bolts is a gold. But for silvering,
So yeah, one of those things, like a group, will be 100 gold pieces. So like
okay,
20 arrows.
So 20 silver arrows would be 100 gold.
That's right.
Well,
And to answer your question, short bow is a simple range, but longbow
Yeah.
is a martial.
oh, well, I can use longbow, so I have a longbow. And also because I'm a rich jerk, I got a free version of everything I had a proficiency with.
How much was it to silver an
Nice.
existing weapon?
It's 100 gold, or if you're getting a new weapon, it costs the amount, the weapon amount plus 100 gold.
Oh, okay.
If I just want to add silvering to a weapon I already own,
100
is
gold.
that also 100 gold?
It's 100 gold to silver a weapon. So if you're getting a new weapon, it's going to be whatever the weapon costs plus 100 gold.
But to silver your own weapons, just the 100.
That's correct.
Yes.
I think that's what he asked.
I don't think that I can afford to get a new weapon and silver something, so I'm just gonna ask you to silver my short sword.
Okay, you can do
Wait.
that for you.
Can we be like, hey, just the tip?
Just
Phil?
It's a piercing weapon, so I really only need just about an inch or two.
just polish the
Just at
head.
the tip.
That's what he
Yeah.
said? I don't know.
Can I sell him a long sword and a short sword in order to get enough money to actually silver my weapon?
Can you sell swords?
Yeah, because I have a long sword and a
We
short
are
sword
sell
that I don't
swords.
use really. Could
Okay.
I sell those for cash? Because I only have 86 gold on me. But I feel
I
if
can
I
cover
sell
the
those,
rest.
You can sell them for half. Sure, he'll buy them for half. So a long sword he'll buy for 8 gold, and a short sword he'll buy for where's short sword in here? And a short sword he'll buy for 5.
That's 13 more gold. You still need one more?
I would
can
still
lend-
need one more.
Lend you a gold?
I have other stuff that I could sell. Like a quarterstaff, which is 2 silver. That's not gonna help.
It's actually a bucket of quarterstaff. That's what you need.
Bucket of quarters.
Dagger, 2 gold pieces. Perfect. I'll sell the dagger.
All right. Dagger will give you 1 more gold piece. There you go.
Perfect.
Because he doesn't want to owe me anything.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to viciously mock the rattling and see if that kills it.
That's fair.
I'm going to tell it all about what you did to its mom.
Don't do that.
And then you're both going to get a headache. Afterwards, both of you will be like, oh, man, I can't believe you said that.
So my weapon is made of obsidian. Can he silver that?
Yes, but it would get rid of the obsidian quality.
I don't know what the obsidian quality gave me.
Nothing. It just looked
It looks
cool.
really awesome.
I was gonna say, besides badass points.
It's black, and
Do you
therefore it
really
has
want to
strict-
cover up your ancestral sword?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I might have to do this with a longsword or something. But then I
I
don't
don't
get.
even know what my weapons
I
are
don't need to
because
borrow
I
8
wrote them
gold from
down.
somebody.
My weapons say they are a Spatha and a Pugionis. I don't know what those words mean.
A spatha is a longsword,
Oh, okay, cool.
and a what? What was the other one?
Pugionis or Pugionis? Pugionis?
Hold on.
You didn't put down what their like D&D version name is?
No, I have slashing and piercing and the die amount of damage, but I
Is
don't
it
know
like
what they
a
are.
halberd or something?
I'm assuming it's a dagger.
Oh, a pugio is a
actually,
dagger.
No,
Oh, Pugio. Okay.
no, the longsword isn't what
The
I want.
Spatha's a longsword, right?
A spatha is a
And the-
longsword.
And the other one's probably a dagger based on the damage.
Yes.
I need to get a short sword because
So-
I need a finesse weapon.
A
so-
gladius is a short sword. A spatha is a longsword. A phylum is a javelin. A pugio is a dagger.
Didn't you just sell a short sword?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Instead of I'm
So
gonna need to
don't
borrow
sell
5
it.
gold. I need to borrow 5 gold from somebody.
Sure. I'll let you borrow 5. No problem.
You are too kind.
Bucket of quarters, skeet ball.
Okay.
It's important
So now I
that
have
we
a-
all have the proper weapons.
And I now I have a silver gladius.
Yeah, Juvie's hoping y'all spend. So, you want shopping?
Shopping time.
Then we're gonna find out that were rats don't have a silver issue at all. That's like copper or bronze or something stupid.
Then we'll just have to attack him with our badges.
It clearly wouldn't be bronze because that would be like everybody's weapons.
It's like Mon-El, whose weakness is lead, because that's. I don't know why. Like,
Lead is bad for everyone, though.
I.
Yeah, but not all of us auto die if we get stabbed with a pencil in the arm.
That's
Like-
not lead.
So Superman's weakness was
That is
kryptonite.
lead. Old school pencils. Yes, it is.
So Superman's weakness was kryptonite. And because of that, like, kryptonite became so synonymous with Superman that every superhero needed a weakness. And they just started giving people weird weaknesses, like Mon-El had lead and Power Girl had wood.
It wasn't.
Wood?
It wasn't quite that simple. Mon-El was created for Superboy on an alternate Earth as a friend, but they wanted to take the friend and have him be friends with him for a couple of issues, and then his friend went away because he got ill, and the illness was, it turned out, a super common material on Earth was his weakness, and that's why it was lead. And then he put his friend in the Phantom Zone so that he wouldn't die, but he didn't know what else to do with him. And then that got forgotten until much, much later when writers picked that up again and ran with it. And he was just alternate Superman with all the same powers, except his weakness, instead of being Krypton or being from Krypton, was from not just Earth, but one of the most common materials that you can find on Earth. We use it in our pencils.
So what's Power Girl's excuse having her weakness be nature?
I never heard that before. Nature? What are you talking about? I
Yes,
thought it was
natural
kryptonite.
things was Power Girl's weakness. You could shoot her with a gun and it wouldn't hurt her, but if you like hit her with a tree branch, she would get knocked out.
Are we talking JSA Power Girl or a
Yeah,
different Power Girl?
we're talking JSA Power Girl in the freaking late 90s, early 2000s.
Okay, well, I honestly do. I guess I missed those books. I thought you meant JSA Power Girl from the 30s and 40s. I'm like, I don't.
She didn't
remember
have a
that.
weakness back then, but suddenly they
Well,
gave
she
her.
did. It was kryptonite because she was the original Supergirl.
Yeah,
But no, I never heard about the nature thing. That's weird and funny.
yeah. It's weird. There's a. You can probably find a panel out there of her being hit by a tree branch and going unconscious.
Was it because nature was her issue, or was it just really bad writing on things knocking her out?
It was nature, specifically nature.
Oh, okay, so someone did say that, not just
Yeah.
somebody just forgot what her powers were and be like, she's super strong, and we bopped her in the head, and she fell over and knocked out because girls and we're stupid. Hey, writers be like that sometimes.
They do.
Oh, girls. They don't know where they are. They can't do anything. They need a big, strong man.
I mean, I read the Power Girl issue where she got, where a fanboy blackmailed her because he figured out her identity, and she ended up having to go out on dates with him. And I was like, this whole storyline is pissing me off right now.
Is this the writer having a fantasy? Is this what's happening?
That's what I felt like, to be honest.
Self-inserts.
That was New 52 Power Girl that happened in.
He was making a way creepier Stephen King novel into a graphic novel.
Yeah, New 52 Power Girl totally dated the guy because he blackmailed her because he was a nerdy guy who was a total fanboy, and he figured out her thing and he blackmailed her. And so she went out with him a couple times, and then she's all like talking about her girl as she is with Huntress because they were the new like Superman Batman team. And she's like, oh, I'm dating him, and I don't know about how I feel about him. And I'm like,
You don't
this
know.
whole thing is pissing me off. He should be dead.
What I remember about that series with Power
At the very
Girl and
least,
Huntress
jail.
was, you know, they got a lot of flack for Power Girl's boob window, so they got rid of it. And they replaced her costume with a costume that's not a, you know, just a regular superhero costume. But then every issue, her costume got destroyed and she was naked.
Yep, I remember that.
And I'm like, wait, this is worse.
Hey, I
What
think the
would-
boob
what I
window
wanted
was
Power Girl to
funny,
do.
but I just think it's funny.
Sounds familiar. It sounds like Matt Stagashi in our Alpha War game.
What I wanted Power Girl to do to the fanboy that tried to blackmail her was just drop him off anywhere. Like, hey, enjoy, you know, some horrible third world country for a week. And then I'm going to come back and find you and put you in a different one. Every time you think you found your way home, I'm going to pick you up and move you until you agree to leave me alone.
Here, now you're in Karak. Now you're on Dinosaur Island. Now you're...
And that's true because it's DC World. There's some truly terrible lands out there. There's Dinosaur Island, you know, there's Gorilla City, all kinds of places you definitely don't want to go to as a tourist.
Here, now you're in the Fortress of Solitude. Isn't it great? Find your way home.
Actually, you're stuck outside because you can't pick up the key and put it in the lock. Apparently, it's made out of like Dwarf Star or something ridiculous, and therefore
Whatever
you can only
that's
pick it up if
supposed
you
to
can
mean.
lift like 1,000,000 tons at a time.
Well, your swords will be ready in a day or two, so y'all we can speed time through that.
We still haven't reported to the Factotum Guild.
Well, we
need
have
to
like a week till the
officially
swords are ready.
tell them that we're through with that quest in the Colosseum.
Oh, yeah. You know, I did the procedure wrong. The money was supposed to be with the Factotum Guild.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I like the
It's
idea
fine.
that guy did it wrong, and then the Factotum Guild's like, "Where's the money?" He has to pay them again, and then the money comes to us a second time because he's just a stupid gladiator. What's he know?
Well, the Factotum Guild does take a cut of everything, so you give them the money, and then they post the reward based on their cut after the entire thing is paid.
Yeah,
But
makes sense.
you guys go to the Factotum Guild. We're just going to breeze over that unless you want to do anything specific.
Nah, I'm all good.
No, I'm good.
Because mainly, I've forgotten a lot about the people in the Factotum Guild, who they are, and what's going on there.
There was a gnome. He was giving Howard shit.
We want to get to the plot. We're going to get through this. That's what we're going to
F
do.
that gnome.
The plot thickens.
So we're going to fast forward. You guys have silvered weapons, and you have made your way outside of the city to a small village. that is known for glass. It basically harvests. It does some farming, but it does a lot of glass work too. You've learned through through merchants that come through this area a lot that the were-rats, they know that the were-rats tend to be around this area more than others.
Do they have anybody wearing like glass armor from Skyrim?
No.
Is it because that's a stupid idea?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, their glass armor is magically fortified, I would think, but
Well,
It doesn't say that.
you
No, it doesn't.
make it by
I had to learn how to
mining
craft it. It
malachite,
didn't seem to be magic.
but also they have armor made out of ebony, which is
They do.
wood.
Ebony
Except
is-
you mine it.
And it's way better.
So
than
I don't
wood.
know how that works.
I don't know. It still sounds better than glass.
So guys, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to level y'all up to level 3, and we'll stop here, and we'll pick up the game at this town next time. How's that sound?
Cool. You want us to do
That's
the
good with
rolls?
me.
Sure, you can do some rolls. But I just want
You
to thank
wanna
everybody
roll
for
your health?
watching. If you like this video, even though we did a little bit of gameplay and a lot of just like
Just
being us and
chatting.
talking and having fun, if you liked it, hit the like button, because of course you did. You made it to the end of the video, and we thank you for that. Check out our Patreon, and shout out to Juvie again. Thanks for watching live. You can always watch us live whenever we are, and the time schedule changes, and we're not going to tell you. Follow me on Facebook or Twitter and stuff, and maybe I'll make an announcement there.
Wait, you have Twitter?
I have a Twitter. My Twitter is actually, well, Bob, it's a personal Twitter. It's not the site Twitter, but our Facebook page is Dead Unicorn Facebook page.
Hey, I didn't take the